telling you in the news, a city farm in Balsall Heath has been open for almost 40 years. It's set to close at the end of March due to a lack of funding. Now, the farm was set up by a group of residents back in 1980 with just a few chickens, but now includes sheep, goats, rabbits, ducks, geese and turkeys. Our reporter Russell Troran has been down on the farm.
I think it's a really sad thing because it's a big part of the community. It brings a lot of people to the area, a lot of young children come, and I think it's invaluable in this day and age really to have that sort of access for children in the inner city area where they might not necessarily get to see animals like this.
It would be so bad for the kids, because they have something to come to when they're on holiday and such like, so I think that is sad. They should have it open.
It gives families something to, tell the kids about. So, look, we have a little farm, let's go and have the chickens, the rabbits, or whatever. Young kids will get excited by just hearing about animals.
We've got the cars going past through the tunnel, beeping their horn, the trains coming over the railway line, and then you've got this nice little haven with the sheep, the goats, the chickens, etc.
Yeah, what else you have to look at, apart from cars and trains. But if you have a little farm like this, like I said, it's absolutely great to have this.
Kids are happy to come and see the animals, and we usually go to surgery and then popping around here. We don't want it to close, but it's up to them, obviously.
Do you think it's a nice place for the community to come to?
It is a really nice place. And
do you think it would have a big impact on Balsall Heath if it did close?
Yes, it is, because we don't want it to close.
The sheep and the goats sleep in here, but in the daytime they go out to our little field, which is just down the main path there. My name's Hugh Williams. I'm the farm manager of Balsall Heath City Farm. I've worked for St Paul's Trust for 21 years, but I've only been the farm manager for maybe half that time. In the summer it can be really busy. This time of year obviously it's a bit quieter. People aren't coming out quite so much, but yeah, school holidays, obviously it's very easy for people to walk here because we're only a mile and a half from the city centre. We're in the heart of Balsall Heath in an inner city area and very close to the bus route for the number 50, so people can get here very easily. We've got about 50 animals. We've got a lot of poultry, ducks and geese. We've got chickens. And we've also got some smaller furry animals that the children really like, such as the guinea pigs and the rabbits. And we've also got some bigger farm animals. We've got sheep and goats currently.
And what reactions do you get from the children who come and visit?
Well, for some of the children, really, it could be their first taste of seeing some of these animals up close.
How devastating would it be for you personally if the farm did have to close?
It's a lovely place to work. I love working outdoors anyway, so it would be a real shame for me personally, but also I would say for the community who have been visiting this place for so many years and have seen it change and develop during that time.
How hopeful are you that you can raise the money to keep the farm open?
Well, I'm still hopeful. We have got 3 months to try and see if we can turn it around and keep it going.
It costs around £55,000 a year to run, and its parent body, St Paul's Community Development Trust, says it can no longer afford to keep it open. David Cusack is Chief Executive of the Trust. Morning, David.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Well, I hope it's going to be a Happy New Year for you, because how is the farm currently funded then?
Well, it's been funded from St Paul's reserves, essentially. It does generate some income from, we sell eggs, we sell corn, we do get donations. Last year we got about £1,500 in donations, and we get some income from school groups that come in, but the rest of the costs have been soaked up by St Paul's. Sadly, we're no longer in a position to be able to do that into the new financial year.
Because obviously there's a choice between you and other projects. What other projects does St Paul's Community Development Trust fund then?
We run an independent school for children who don't cope in mainstream education. We run 2 children's centres, so that's new births up to 3 years of age, making sure children get the best possible start in life. We have 3 nursery sites, 2 in Balsall Heath and 1 up in Moseley, and we run after-school services. We pick children up from 6 local schools and provide food and play until parents pick them up at 6 o'clock.
What's the sort of financial shortfall then between what you're actually getting in revenue for the farm and what your outgoings are?
probably around 40k.
40k, right. So, but you are selling eggs and corn, you said earlier, so that brings in some. Is there any way you can sort of change things? I suppose it's farm. I know it's an urban farm, if you like, but it's still farming practice, isn't it? Is there any way you could change things around so you could actually increase the amount of revenue?
Well, that's one of the things that we are doing. We've had a focus, particularly in the last 12 months, more around health and well-being, and we've worked with older people. We've worked with people with low-level mental health illnesses, all around getting people active, getting people to engage with other humans, and learn new skills. And we have received some small pots of funds to run courses, but the sad reality is we need more time to develop that. So what we're looking for is somebody who will fund our core costs, which, to be honest, are probably our 2 full-time employees who work on farm, for at least 12 months to 18 months while we establish more formal programs that will provide a sustainable income.
Well, fingers crossed that something happens, David. Thank you very much indeed for talking to us on the programme this morning. David Cusack, Chief Executive of the St Paul's Community Development Trust.